Sellen the Sorceress is one of the most powerful, if not the most powerful mage in the entire game. You can meet her early, becoming her student and helping her on her journey, eventually being her savior from captivity, earning her sworn allegiance in the new age to come. Completing her quest is a must for mages of any type, ultimately supplying some of the most powerful spells and coolest garments in the entire game. It is also rather a fun quest in my opinion and stretches to many areas within the lands between. With that, join me on the journey that is Sellen's quest. First off, you will need to locate Sellen. It is more than likely that you stumbled upon her as she appears very early on in Limgrave, but I've also provided a path to her from the Aguil Lake North Site of Grace should you need assistance in finding her. You will need to kill the Pumpkinhead mini-boss to gain access to the Wichbane Ruins Site of Grace as well as to Sellen herself. Once the Pumpkinhead has been slain, open the door and begin speaking with her. Let her know that you wish to study under her guidance. Exhaust her dialogue, at which point you will be rewarded with the emote, Nod in Thought. Her quest will continue once you reach Mount Gelmir, which is a long way away. Once you finally do make it to Mount Gelmir one way or another and discover the Seathwater Terminus Site of Grace, you can follow the path shown to Primeval Sorcerer Azur's location. He has a grace by the same name right in front of him to easily travel to him, unlike his counterpart Lusat. Interact with his slump body, upon which he will gift you with the very powerful and popular Comet Azur. You know, the one used in all of those one-shot-a-boss videos. After receiving Comet Azur, return to Sellen to finally begin advancing her quest. Upon returning to Wichbane Ruins and speaking with Sellen, you will have a new option to show her Azur's sorcery. She will inform you that Azur was her first teacher and harsh judge of men. The fact that he gifted you with his sorcery is rather significant, which makes Sellen proud as you are her pupil. Continue by asking her to share her story. She will then inform you, once again, that she was exiled from the Academy of Rea Lucaria for attempting to restore the Primeval current as did Azur. She will now request that you help her on her journey to complete what Azur failed to do, restore the Primeval current to the Academy. She now informs you of another Primeval sorcerer by the name of Lusat. She makes it clear that he is off hiding somewhere, in secret, and that, should you find him, will need a key to gain access to him, which she then gifts you the Sellian Sealbreaker. Ask for the lead on Lusat, which she will tell you that she believes he returned to his home near Sellia after his banishment from the Academy. Other than that hint, his location remains a vague mystery. The next part is completely unnecessary for the advancement of the quest, however it acts as another hint to Lusat's location. If you travel to the isolated merchant shack as shown, you can purchase one of two letters from him. One of these letters contains information as to where a hidden cave in the town of Sellia is located. It says to look beyond the graveyard at the precipice, which is precisely where we are headed in the next step. Again, you're not required to purchase this letter as it has no bearing on the advancement of the quest. However, I do find it cool that there are hints scattered around the lands between, such as this one. You could proceed to the next location, which will be the hideaway itself. Do as the letter foretold and proceed to the precipice of the mountain in Sellia. Travel to the back of the graveyard and hit the mountain until you reveal a false door of which leads into a tunnel. You will find a site of grace near the entrance. Follow the route shown to reach Lusat, noting two things. Firstly, there are many hidden doors disguised as rock faces. Just keep hitting stuff if you seem to get stuck. And secondly, there are many miners as well as other enemies within the hideout, all of which I've cleared to film a smoother path to Lusat, if you will. Be careful as one in particular is extra powerful / annoying to deal with if you fall into the wrong pit. Once you reach the seal, you will be prompted to use the Sellian seal breaker to gain access to Master Lusat. Interacting with him has a similar effect as Azur. He simply opens his hand and gifts you one of his spells, Stars of Ruin. Now it's time to return to speak with Sellen again. Upon return to Wichbane Ruins, speak with Sellen and inform her that you found Lusat's location. She is surprised he was there and is duly impressed with your hard work and detective skills, awarding you with some starlight shards. She now informs you of the next step, returning the Master's bodies to the Academy. Ending your interaction with her, she cryptically mutters something about undoing these shackles. Rest at a site of grace to proceed. Once rested, you can now speak with her again. She will waste no time in asking you for a favor. Choose to learn more of the request, of which she will inform you that what you've been speaking to this whole time is merely a projection of her and she is not present physically. She will inform you that her body is somewhere in the Weeping Peninsula near the southern tip. She gives further direction as to where her body is located and asks that you make the journey to it. Travel to the Weeping Peninsula in southern Limgrave to find the Wichbane Ruins as shown. You can follow the path from the Merchant's Grace site to the south. There is no mini-boss here, however, there is a marionette archer that will follow you into the ruins, shooting you while you speak with her should you not first deal with it. Kill it and proceed into the ruins to speak with the real Sellen. Speaking with her, she will inform you she has been put here by some form of hunter and that she entrusts her life with you. You will now be able to interact with her body and extract her primeval glintstone. Interacting with her again, she will thank you and ask you treat it with care. Now, what to do with such a thing? You will now need to proceed to Sellivis's lair near Ranni's Rise as shown on the map. The entrance down to the lair will be a false door, so roll or jump backward to reveal the path. Proceeding down to the lair into the back chamber, you will find a puppet of Sellen awaiting your arrival. You can place Sellen's primeval glintstone into the puppet and she will come alive, immediately thanking you. She can now complete the task of returning the bodies of both Azur and Lusat to the Academy, restoring the primeval current and expelling the Carrion Royals in the process, as she set out to do. On to the final fight of this quest. Proceed to the Rhea Lucaria Grand Library Site of Grace and run outside to the entrance. There you will see two summon signs, one gold and one red. It is time to choose who you will fight for once more, Tarnished. Sellen is the gold one on the right, and Witch Hunter Jaren is the one on the left. Fighting with Sellen ultimately has better loot, but make your decision regardless. After you have slain Jaren, you will be rewarded with his entire armor set as well as being able to talk to Sellen again. Speaking with her, she will thank you for all your efforts and acknowledge you must go on to become Elden Lord and cannot stay to run the Academy with her. Before leaving, she will gift you with the Glintstone Chris Dagger, signifying her and the Academy's loyalty to you, the next Elden Lord. Exhaust her dialogue and you can now revisit both Primeval Masters' locations to find in their place their entire armor sets, each helm boosting their respective School of Magic's sorceries, as well as providing any mage with some very nice drip, as both sets look phenomenal. And with that ends Sellen's quest. You can return to speak with her at a later date to receive her crown, but a nasty surprise does await you when you do choose to return, of which I won't spoil here. If you liked the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more of my Elden Ring content, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell as not to miss anything. If you need any help on any other quests, make sure to check out my Elden Ring quest playlist. More quests coming every week. I want to give a huge shout out and thanks to everyone that has been watching my videos. It's awesome to see you all enjoying the content as much as I enjoy making it. As always, have a great one and I'll see you in the next one, dear Tarnished.